huge news has just landed from the official club, Manchester United. So, what have they had to say? Well, they have announced today, officially, that Fred is a Manchester United player. Okay. So they said this. Manchester United is delighted to announce they have reached an agreement with Shakhtar Donetsk for the transfer of Federico Rodriguez de Paula Santos. A further statement and announcement will be made soon. So it's a done deal. They did this with Everton when they officially signed Romelu Lukaku. They did the same thing. But what does this mean for Manchester United going forward? How does he fit in? What is he going to do with the Manchester United midfield? It is all very interesting questions at this point. So they signed him for 15 million euros from Brazil side Intercontinental, and he has been a key part in the Shakhtar Donetsk midfield. He has played over 100 times for Shakhtar Donetsk in his 5 years with the Ukrainian club, but that has now come to an end with him joining Manchester United. So he is a Brazilian international. He's played 8 times, and he is a part of the Brazil squad this World Cup. So catch him at the World Cup. He will be there. He scored a fantastic free kick against Roma in the last 16, or was that? I think it was in the last 16. So he's very good on free kicks. He's a tough little midfielder who has many attributes that would be fitting for Manchester United. One thing I will say is he's only 5'6", which is tiny compared to some of the players that Manchester United like to have. This is a huge deal for Jose Mourinho. It's his first signing. So it's the first signing he's made this summer. So he joins Liverpool and now Arsenal with signing players. So out of the top 6, 3 of them have already made their first move in this window. He has been linked with all sorts of clubs, the Spanish clubs. Also, he's been linked with PSG and recently with Manchester City. But he has signed a deal with Manchester United. So this is a huge deal for him. He started in 2012 and he moved in 2013 to Ukraine, and he has played 156 games in total, scoring 14 goals. He has been hugely successful as a player in Ukraine, winning the Premier League 3 times, the Ukrainian Cup 3 times, and the Ukrainian Super Cup 4 times. So he has been incredibly successful at Ukraine, and he has impressed a lot of people. One of being is Jose Mourinho, who is going to have him in the ranks. It is said that the situation will be he will be in a midfield 3 with Matic and Pogba. So I'm not sure how that makes things feel for Herrera, who has been a key part of that midfield over the last few seasons. That seems to be over. It seems like Fred is the man to slot in there. They've been trying to get the best out of Pogba, signing the likes of Matic, and now Fred is another one. It seems like Manchester United will be having a very busy window this summer, with the likes of Alexandro being linked. They've been linked with Bale. They've been linked with Griezmann. But this is one that was definitely always going to happen and has happened. So Manchester City were interested in the January transfer window, but their situation has now turned to Jorginho, and it doesn't seem like Fred has been a target for a while. So it's not like they've stolen him under City's nose. City don't seem interested in Fred for whatever reason. So like I said, I'm expecting at least 4 new signings into the Manchester United squad, which would try to elevate them to being title contenders again. So it's the first move of Manchester United. As I said, I'm expecting 4 or 5 new signings. It's going to be a long old window, but they've got this over the line before the World Cup starts, which is a key thing. You know, you don't want him doing well and then other people sniffing around. He has a clause of 52 million euros, so they wouldn't actually get any more money for him had they had he had an amazing World Cup. But that does mean other teams would be interested. So it's just under 46 million that they have paid for Fred. That is a lot of money, but you know, he's 25 and now he has to get into that side. They have spent a lot of money on their midfield and it's still not right, but it seems like he could be the key to unlock the door almost as in that midfield. And once, you know, if he can do the job that Mourinho wants him to do, that could allow Pogba to go further forward in a more attacking role. They need to get the best out of Pogba to unleash his full potential, and that is something that everyone at Manchester United seems keen on. So tell me your thoughts down below on this transfer. Do you think it is a good deal? Fred joining him at Manchester United, how will it go? How do you think it will go? Also, like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. I am Mike, and I will see you soon.